It just
Right.
past year, 2 years, I got used to it, which
Right.
is like my third, fourth year. Finally,
Wow.
I start getting used to it. It's so hard. A lot of people struggle with like
Right.
hard to say no to family.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
man.
You have to learn. Like you,
Right.
it's still I'm still trying to do that,
Right.
but it's hard to say no to them. I got a call from my agent again. Said Lakers want you. I'm like,
Wow.
Lakers? Like what Lakers? Because I didn't even think like that I'll be a Laker.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm like, wait, what Lakers? I don't even know what to talk about. It's like Lakers. I'm like, Rui, you
Wow.
remember Lakers? Lakers want me?
3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back to Beyond the Buzzer. This past summer, I had the privilege of sitting down with the international Japanese superstar and the Los Angeles Lakers forward Rui Hachimura during his visit to SD13 Sports Academy here in Jordan. Before we dive into this incredible conversation, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help us to continue bringing you inspiring guests with amazing stories. We are here sitting inside Zane's studio. We are so thankful for Zane Jordan for allowing us to host such an amazing episode with the Los Angeles superstar, Rui Hachimura. Welcome to
Thank
Jordan,
you.
baby.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you.
How you doing today?
Hey, I feel great. It's been an amazing experience. I know I've started from you. I feel very welcome. The kids, I've met those kids and the fans and everybody. It's just been a great experience for sure.
Man, you have no idea how happy we are to have you here as the first NBA star to come to Jordan and to be able to do so many activations with the community. And we saw the smiles on so many kids. So many kids want autographs, pictures. I mean, your advice, your touch with the community and able to help them is phenomenal. We really appreciate this visit.
Thank
and
you.
we're hoping it's one of many. We're thanking you from SD13 family, from Jordan. We're thankful for you to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I think it was a crazy how everything happened. And, I'm here now and experiencing this country, beautiful country and people. Everybody's been nice, polite. I love that. Yeah.
Rui, I want to ask you a little bit of your early years when you started playing basketball in Japan. How was the transition when you moved from Japan to the U.S., going from your hometown, Japan, your comfort zone, to a very competitive environment in Division I basketball and basketball in the U.S.? How was that?
Yeah, it was so hard. Not gonna lie, especially from coming from Japan is like first of all, NBA is so far away from how we are like in Japan. And second, we don't speak English at all. I had to learn English when I got there. I had no English literally at all. So I literally went to one of the best college in the States. It's with the no English. So I have to study English and I have to catch up with the GPA or whatever. The studying the stuff, but it was just myself, I just had a big dream, always had a big dream, and I always believed in myself. I said, I can do this. I'm going to make it to the NBA. So it was so many times I tried to quit, but in my mind, it's just like, really, come on, get through this. It's kind of kept pushing. And, a lot of people, it's tough on people, though. I was luckily, I had a great people around me, from a junior high school, teammates, coach, high school teammates, teacher, the college, even the coaches, like the teammates, everybody was just, supportive, and they always believed in me too. That's why I'm here now. So yeah, it's a crazy story.
When you say you had a dream of being an NBA basketball, when did that dream start? Was it when you were still in Japan, or was it when you moved to the U.S. and saw your talent at the Division I level?
It sounds crazy, but I started playing basketball 13 very late.
Right.
As soon as, of course, I had no idea about basketball. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know how to dribble, anything, nothing. But I was very athletic though, so I kind of caught up easy, quick and easy. But still, at the same time, like literally, like a first day, literally, I went to basketball practice. That's why I thought, like, okay, I'm gonna be an NBA player. It was crazy, The coach that I was, that junior high school coach, he literally said that to me. I said, Rui, he pointed at me and said, Rui, you going to NBA. And I was just laughing. I was like, what is the NBA? He was serious about it. And then he started showing me like, NBA video, like whatever.
Right.
And he started like, teaching like the guys, like, the way the NBA players learn. Like, you said, Rui, you're different. You know, you're gonna be an NBA player, and I always believe in them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's what thing that a lot of people don't know, man. You got to have tight circle, and you got to have people that really believe in your best interests. And I think this is a testament of your journey. You making it to the NBA, you've had the right people around you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, you're blessed, and that's amazing. And that's something I tell a lot of athletes. You got to make sure you pick your friends and your coaches and your
100%.
trainers wisely.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, it's very important.
Tell me about the experience, man, when you got drafted, when you're the 9th pick. Like,
my
what were
God.
the
It
emotions,
was
the
crazy.
feelings?
I don't know. It just felt like I still remember too. Like I still remember that moment. Like, you know, because it was just so big. You know, I whole my family was in the table too, the green room. But it just being the NBA, being the NBA player is just hard for Japanese people, and being drafted and it's a top 10 pick is like it was unreal. You know, I had literally 100 medias literally out there in Japan, like from Japan, in New York, and literally waiting for me. And I was just so nervous. You know, I didn't know what to expect. And when I heard my name, and I was like, oh my God, it was like a so relief. You know, at the same time, like excitement. You know, it was a crazy moment. And then since then, boom, like it's just going up. So yeah.
I have a question for you. It's an interesting question. What was the first thing you did that next morning when you woke up after you got drafted? Like, what?
Crazy. I don't think I didn't even get to sleep.
You did it, right?
Because I have to do so much media after like 3 hours, and you have to do like a family dinner, congrats, so I had my family and I had my other family, like older.
Asian.
So like, yeah. So like I finished probably like 1, 2 a.m. And they say I gotta be in DC like next morning, the first thing in the morning. So then, but I have to pack and all that. So like I slept probably like 1 hour. And I woke up and then I got in the train because New York to DC is like a train's easier.
Right.
So I got in the train and I was like waiting, like I was half sleep still, but I was like, oh wait, I just got drafted, right?
Why am I on the train?
I was like,
you know what I mean?
What am I doing? Like, what is this?
Where's my private jet?
Yeah, I know. It was like it was cool, it was just like I was still trying to figure it out though.
Right.
It was hard to like feel real, But
what was the hardest transition after going from D1 to the NBA? Was it the work, the responsibility?
Yeah, for sure. Responsibility. Cause,
everything's on your own now, right?
So the high school, even the high school, I lived by myself. Right. College, lived by myself. But you had the people around. The coaches are more like, supportive.
Involved.
Involved, yes. Like a family oriented, The teammates, we help each other, because we doing the same thing. We're trying to figure it out. So we helping each other. We go to school together. We had friends like that. So then you got to the league. Like I was just by myself, literally alone. Nobody around. I was like, what is this? I thought I'd get more help, But I'm actually doing
nobody
more
helping you now.
Yeah, so I had to do everything. I had to figure it out. I had to get a house. I had to get cars. I had to get grocery. Like it was so much going on. But now I have people around me that help. That I set it up a good people around me to help me to like success. Focus on basketball.
Right.
So that was the things that I had to learn too. Beginning, I just didn't know what it is. So I never had that since then. I never had the people around me. I'm like, oh, I can do it by myself. And I got in the league. I'm like, oh wow, no way, I can do this. So yeah.
They say like the first thing you should do as soon as you enter the NBA, get an accountant right away.
Yeah.
Is that really
too.
true?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I forgot about that. That part too. Financial too. You get all the way, boom. You get the money. So like. And then my thing was like this. I had a endorsement money too. So the endorsement money got quick before NBA check. Okay. So I had to, I have to figure out where you put the money, like how to do it.
Yes, I want to spend. I want to go splurge out. All that stuff.
It wasn't really like a spending anything, but I just didn't know what to do with it. Like it's just the big money coming right away from nowhere. So it's just like you need that too, and like everything, like a driver, chef, whatever. Like it just. A lot of things I had to figure out.
Was it hard to balance, to be able to focus on basketball, but at the same time, man, I got to deal with all this damn stuff?
It's so hard. I'm still figuring it out. It's just past year, 2 years, I got used to it, which is like my third, fourth year. Finally, I start getting used to it. It's so hard, A lot of people struggle with people. We say like, okay, basketball, and then you have to deal with the basketball. You have to do basketball struggle too. You have to compete. You have to get your name, position, whatever. So, but me, I was luckily, I was drafted by, Wizards, ninth. So I was the kind of guy, my first, second year, I was starting from, first game. So,
Right.
But I think about other guys that don't even have a position, or,
that's tough,
you have to
man.
fight through that, and still you have to deal with the outside of lifestyle, the normal life,
Which
so,
is very hard, very extreme. I see a lot of people struggle with that.
And think about it. They're coming out of the draft 19, 18.
Even the second round was even tougher, you know what I mean?
20 years old, you outside of, so it's hard,
Right, the stress that come with it, man. I don't think that's what fans don't understand. Like, they're so harsh on players at times. And I'd be like, man, you guys don't understand the pressure that they got to deal with outside world and on the court, and the pressure of like, yo, I need to crack this. I need to be like part of the rotation. If I'm not part of the rotation, I might be out of the league next year. Like all that, all that shit, man. Stress, that's tough.
People really think that, oh, Rui, you play basketball and get $1 million and go party. I'm like, okay, we might do that, but that's a little part of it,
Right.
There's so much part of it around it, like, going on. It's like a lot going on outside of it. Like, you have to deal with media, fans, anything, You have to deal with family, too. You have to, now, you're the guy. You have to support your family, So,
yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. So, isn't like...
they all have their hands out because now... One of our own made it. So he got to take care of us. And that's tough, that balance. I know I watched Tracy McGrady talk about that. He was like, he had to go around and tell everybody, all his boys and his family, here, I'm giving you guys this amount. Don't ask me for help anymore. I'm going around. Here's a certain amount, and I'm done. Because he couldn't allow, like they say, like the foster to stay open, where, you know what I mean? Like it's an open bank transaction. You can't win that way.
No. Yeah, it's hard to do that, manage that too. And it's hard to say no to family. That's the thing. You have to learn, like,
Right.
It's still, I'm still trying to, do that, but it's hard to say no to them.
That's when you hope family can understand that. You know what I mean? Like they need to be like, yo, no, we can't keep asking him. Like, leave him alone, let him live.
They know that too, but they need the help too. True. So it's like that's like a very, very like a gray area. You're never able to figure it out.
And none of us can say no to family. None of us. Especially, I know you grew up in Japan. You guys come from like a culture of family first, similar to here in Jordan, the Middle East. Family come first. So we always struggle with that. Like, when do I stop helping? When do I say no? When do I even question it? You know what I mean?
Especially grew up poor too, and like it's NBA is the American dream.
Right.
So they see me living the life and they're like, oh, wow, they want to be part of it, of course.
Right.
But my agent always told me that. He said, look, Rui, this is you. You made it out, and you deserve that money or whatever that is.
Right.
Those people around, friends, family, they're not in your life. So they can't live that life. So I was keeping in mind, I was like, okay, I can live that life maybe, but they can't, because they can't. They don't know how to deal with the money, that kind of money. They have to learn they have to know, how to move around. So just like I learned a little bit, just like I look like, and then my family, like I love my family. They always want to be normal, they always want to be regular.
Right.
So they don't want to ask you too much, so.
I love it.
Yeah. So they always want to be normal. They don't want to be like too much. But they get good life, but at the same time, it's hard to,
Man. My next question, I'm going to shift it to basketball. The experience of being with the Washington Wizards, where winning a championship was not the top priority. Let's just say that.
I agree with that.
We can all agree with that.
Yeah, I see that.
And then you get traded to the biggest show in the U.S., which is the Los Angeles Lakers, and you're playing where arguably the best player to ever play basketball, LeBron James. How was that transition going from Washington Wizards to the Los Angeles Lakers?
That was crazy. That was crazy. When we had a conversation about, okay, I'm getting traded. Okay, I gotta get traded. My agents, luckily, I was in the position that I could kind of pick choose the team.
Right.
They. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they had 15 teams that they want me, whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't know what teams, but at the end of the day, that's their decision,
Correct.
So I'm like, okay, I like this team, this and this team. And I pick a couple teams, and my agent's like, okay, we pick one. What do you like? Like, what would you think you could be the best of yourself? And I said, okay, this team. And I was gonna pick that. I think they had a conversation, all the trade and everything going on. And like the next day, okay, I'm gonna get traded. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. And at that same night, I got a call from my agent again. Said, Lakers want you. I'm like, Lakers? Like, what Lakers? because I didn't even think like that I would be a Laker.
Right.
So I'm like, wait, what Lakers? I don't even know what they're talking about. It's like Lakers. I'm like,
Wow.
you remember Lakers? Lakers want me? It's like, I was like, wait, I don't think, I should do it. No, that's too much. That's too much pressure. I wasn't ready for that. I was like, go to the team, like, okay, whatever, like you said, like, where the championship going there, it's like trying to get my minute, and then trying to prove myself.
Right.
I was like, no, don't do that. And he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Just think about one day.
Right.
And the next day, I got on the phone again with my agent. It's like, Rui, you sure you want to? You don't want it? I think this is a perfect fit.
Right.
I'm like, why? And they explains like, okay, because that time Lakers was struggling,
True.
They were like almost last, they had a lot of injured guys, and they're trying to make to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they were like an 11th seed at the time.
They said they need you. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. And they're like, Rui, you can do it. Trust me. And then boom, trade happened.
Wow.
And next day I was on the plane, literally. Same night, I was on the plane. I went to LA. Made a new team and everybody.
Right.
Well, that time Russ was still there. So I was with the Russ. So I knew Russ. So I was like, oh, Russ. I text Russ. I was like, bro, I said, how's it there? He's like, yeah, it's crazy right now. And I'm like, oh, shit. I see it. And then, of course, it said, hi to Braun, AD, like all the guys. I'm like, oh, my God. And then I went to the game right away, too. I didn't play, though, but I was sitting. I was like, oh, my God.
That was in L.A.
Yes.
The first game. Oh, man.
I think it was actually game against the Clippers too. It was a big game. So I was looking, I was like I'm a Laker. I'm sitting with these Lakers people. I'm like the players. I'm like,
you're like, this is real.
Yeah, this is real. Oh my God, it's crazy. Then, I put a jersey on. I put a jersey on the next game after. Then, boom. It was. I think we won the game too, and I had a good start. I was, I played pretty good too, and they welcomed me finally, and like I was like, oh wow, Laker. Then. Still, I couldn't believe it though. They got 2 months, and then when right before the playoffs start feeling like okay, I'm like okay,
now.
part of it, playing with LeBron, like start getting used to it, like he started seeing me what I like, the other guys got traded, D'Lo came in, then we start getting like that's how I started feel like okay, I can be this, part of this team, and then boom, the playoff run, we went to Western Conference.
Do you think being with the Lakers now that you experience it? It's a different type of pressure.
Different.
It's different, right?
Yeah, we say that NBA, we have our own bubble, right? Like NBA from the other world. It's
correct.
Like we just talk about 200 players or 300 players, right?
Right.
That's our own little bubble. Big, but small people, right? Like little people in the world. And Lakers has their own bubble.
Damn,
wow.
So,
we are different. We move different. The travel schedule, like
when you walk in the arena,
attention's different. Every game is the playoff game, literally.
Wow.
The home, of course, every seat's sold out. You never seen it. When I was a Wizards, it's like okay, some game like there's nobody. Like okay, whatever game.
Right.
You go to the away game, okay, nobody. You know what I'm saying? There's some
cares.
big game, yes, like. The Lakers, every team you go to, Detroit, boom, that's the big game for them. That's like a playoff game for them.
Right.
Oklahoma, that's a playoff game for them. Like Dallas, playoff, like everything. So like we go everywhere. It's like we have like whole crew, like we have a camera crew all the time. Of course, LeBron,
Right.
Like, it's like a movie. It's like we move like a Hollywood. Like it's a Hollywood. It's literally Hollywood.
Right.
So I had to kind of get used to that too. Because I had my media photo was like that, but like it's different level, So it was like I was hard to. It took a couple, little time to kind of adjust and like don't kind of don't get too caught up to those kind of stuff, like LA lifestyle, everything, the media, like people talk about, So, but now it's like I'm just like chilling, just like
that's why I always tell people, because I grew up, I'm a California kid.
Yeah.
It is definitely tough, man. Different. You can distract it so easily.
Quick. Yeah, good weather, nice restaurant,
everything is nice. And then now you're playing for the best team in the world.
Yeah.
That's just the extra on it.
You like Lakers? Oh, people are like, okay, come. It's like different.
Does that make it harder for you one day to play for another team, do you think? Now that you experience the best, like the best treatment. Like the way they do things, the way when you travel. Make it, like,
of course.
Just the feel of the game.
I think I can see like even the NBA, like we the privilege, we get the first priority.
Correct.
Of course, because that's how people NBA
make money.
Make money. So
everybody wants to see them on TV.
Yeah, but like even that is just the NBA is already like we have everything's first class. Hotel, travel, everything, bus. So I'll be fine. You know?
Right.
I came from, you know, small city, you
Right,
know,
right.
from Japan to here. So like, you know, I'm still like grateful about everything, you know, happening. But yeah, it's of course, you know, how we move Lakers is different to me. Yeah.
Where do you think your career now is going to shift? And now you put in, what is 6, 7 years in the
Yeah,
league
it's gonna
now?
be 6 next
It's going to be
coming,
6
yeah.
next year. How do you see your next 6 years? And what do you really want to accomplish in the next 6 years?
No, yeah, it's just after, you know, you say that, you know, after I got traded to Lakers and I'm finally in the championship contender, you know,
Right.
team. Then that's like my mental kind of shift, you know, the way how I approach to the season.
Right.
You know, okay, we got to win this game. Like when I was a Wizards, I was like, okay, just play, you know, NBA game. You know, but like when the Lakers, like I'm really trying to win. Like I want to be part of this organization to win the next championship. You know, so you know, every practice, like I focus. You know, I always want to be like, okay, how we figure it out. You know, we a lot of film, watching a lot of film. Like I start watching more films, and I start doing more individual workout that how I can help this team to win. You know, it's just gotta I gotta find a role.
Right.
So then, you know, just I'm more like about winning the championship now. It's just we went to almost, you know, last year. You know, we went almost the Western Conference. You know, it's different. It's literally different games there, different feeling, different, you know, energy.
Right.
So I kind of want that more again. You know, so
Speaking of that, you guys won the in-season tournament this year.
yeah,
I can't believe you guys turned it up for that in those games.
It's the money.
Man, I can't believe it. You guys look like a completely different team.
We destroyed literally like the whole game, every game.
Did you think it was a good idea by the NBA? Was it fun?
It's good, yeah.
It's good.
Sometimes the season is like you get kind of tired, you know. You get a little, you know, because it's like October to all the way March is literally nothing. Like same game. Every day is a regular season game. So the fact that they put the December, that makes it like us more motivated.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so we play more harder. We play, you know, good way. But after it was so that's why after the in-season tournament, we kind of went down. We lost like a lot of
tired. It was like, that was too much energy.
Yeah,
early on.
we also like it was hard to kind of switch around again for the playoff, you know, mode. But it was a good idea, I think. It was a more fun experience for me. It kind of reminded me of the NCAA tournament.
Right,
so
right.
I like the idea, but yeah, it's just like you know, winning every games for us is like really important, and I want to win the championship. Like, you know,
as a fan, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Seeing you guys compete, and then just to see, it was weird. Like during that period when you guys play a season game, you guys are just cruising.
Yep.
But when it's in season game, it was like a completely different team. Like everybody just turned it up a level. It was insane.
Yeah.
And it just showed me how like NBA players are that special.
Yep.
They know how to turn it on, and they know how to put it on cruise control.
Especially the Lakers. Like I learned it. Like we really meta team. Like, you know, if it's meta,
You know, you guys show up.
We get shit. You know, we get stuff done. You know, so it's like we have the mentality. But that was our goal. Like the whole season. How are we gonna maintain?
Right.
How are we gonna do the whole season? So we don't have to, you know, play around with the playing games. You know, like that's kind of, you know. Like we have to figure it out, but yeah, we are really meta team. You know, when it's meta, we go.
It's time to hoop,
we
baby.
go
It's time
for
to
it.
go.
Yeah, we go for it. So,
But, you know, I appreciate you coming to Jordan, coming to SD13, being part of the academy and helping us out, man. But how's usually off season? Like, what do you usually, like, what's your off season looks like? Are you usually of a traveler guy? Are you usually like, no, I'm straight in the gym, basketball, weight room, or do you balance it out?
I balance it out, but I travel a lot. You know, I travel, and at the same time, I work with especially first beginning of the off season, I more focused on my body.
Okay.
So I do a lot of lifting and the small stuff and eating, like sleeping, those kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I focus on building my body because then I got to recover too. I got to recover from the season.
Right, from the month season.
Yeah, so like that same time build my body for the next season.
Right.
So I do that with I have a trainer in LA, and we always in the FaceTime Zoom call, and I always do anytime, you know, I work out, and and of course basketball too, in and out, you know.
Right.
And once the season get closer, I'll get to more, you know, basketball, focus on basketball. But yeah, I travel a lot though. I travel all the city. I like to see the different world. Of course, that's why I came here, you know, Jordan. Like, who would never thought I'd be here? You know, everybody asking me.
I'm so happy you're here.
Why are you here? Why are you here in Jordan? Well, I'm like, oh no, it's just because, you know, I like to travel. You know, I like to see a different culture. You know, that's like that's how I get, my excitement, happiness.
Right.
So, I just do that at the same time. I do, this little stuff, basketball.
Favorite country you visited?
Favorite country?
You visited so far? Because I know you've been a lot.
That's tough. That's really tough. It just depends on what I want. But
let's go top 3.
Top 3. Okay. I got to put Greece.
Okay.
Greece is beautiful. The water, air, everything's beautiful. Food, the city, and I like London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never been.
UK is good. It's just it's a hub.
Right.
You can go anywhere easy. You can get anything there.
Okay.
And it's a good vibe there. And I don't know, Jordan, maybe?
Yeah. Tonight we're going to Dead Sea after you see the Dead Sea.
Middle East, but I think I start getting into Middle East now.
Right.
Like Dubai is nice, all the other city. I'm trying to go see the other, other countries too. So we'll see. But those are like, I like to just travel and see different, vibe. Yeah, so.
Favorite cuisine that you really love? Like, because I know you grew up in Japan. I love Japanese cuisine.
Yeah. I like anything with the rice, I think.
Okay.
Because I think grew up in Japan,
Right.
Just we eat rice literally every day, every meal. So I think anything with the rice, even here, we eat rice too, right here.
A lot.
Yeah. So
do Japanese people eat sushi on a regular?
No, it's actually no. Yeah,
it's not.
I started eating more sushi when I came to US. Actually, yeah,
that's so interesting. I would have never guessed that because
it's like a more special occasion thing.
Right.
We don't eat sushi like every day. Right. We have so many different types of food.
Oh man, it's crazy because we're only like the West or anywhere else we think Japanese.
Yeah,
sushi.
People think that. Yeah, yes, it's our thing, but it's not like a everyday thing.
Right. It's not the main dish.
Yeah. We have so many different things that you can eat like on the side, like every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But sushi is like more like a special occasion.
Right. Well, man, I know I don't want to take too much time away from you. I really appreciate your time coming to Jordan, coming to SZ13. Being part of this amazing experience, man. We look forward to hosting you again.
Appreciate you.
And I think big things coming, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
And once again, thank you for Zane Studio for allowing us to host this amazing star, Los Angeles star, Rui Hachimura. Thank you again. Please be on the lookout for our next episode. Thank you. Have a good one.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to us on YouTube and all podcasting apps.
And make sure you follow us on all the social media apps. Another one in the books, baby. Yeah.
Let's go.